Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As always, a wonderful way to support the channel is by leaving a like. It's quite simple. You just hit the little button by commenting, by letting me knowing what you're doing this holiday season, or by subscribing if you have not already done so. All these things do help with the algorithm and help me to actually get placed higher on the YouTube search results. Yeah. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed, because there's always a lot happening. There's been so much news over the last 2 weeks. There's a lot of extra news I missed. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. The latest social media giant to expand into the exploration of NFTs is Instagram, according to the company's CEO. According to Instagram's chief executive officer, Adam Mosseri, the platform is actively exploring NFTs and ways that it can make them more accessible to its burgeoning user base. Mosseri made the comments in an Instagram question and answer over the weekend, according to reports. One idea would be to label Instagram posts that offer NFTs as collectibles. He said there was no official announcement yet, but things appear to be happening behind the scenes. I mean, just obviously. He said nothing to announce yet, but we are definitely actively exploring NFTs and how we can make them more accessible to a broader audience. Mosseri added that they wanted to help content creators. This is actually, kind of amazing if you think about it. Stating, I think it's an interesting place that we can play and also a way to hopefully help creators. So no surprise here, as Facebook, now Meta, actually owns Instagram. So of course they'd be actively trying to get into this space as well. The idea of being able to create art and in some way integrate it directly into Instagram, so that if you went on someone's profile and said, hey, I really like this art that they've made, it's an edition of 4, and then being able to buy it directly within Instagram, which would then be integrated with other cryptocurrencies and Meta's actual digital currency as well. Like, there's so many possibilities for all of these things. Of course, no official date or time on it. And it's not even like I'm the largest Instagram fan. I think Instagram can be completely like consuming. If you've ever really used Instagram, like kind of just sit there, like you kind of sit there for hours just really doing nothing. But the idea of where this entire space can go is quite, I think, really unfathomable. I think we have no idea exactly what is in front of us. A couple of days ago, I was watching with my friends. You must have seen them. These old video clips from 1994 and 1995. The 1994 one is these 3 people sitting on some news program, and they're asking one of their producers, what is an internet? And so one of them goes, oh, like it's a computer billboard where you can like do stuff. And they're like, oh, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Like, the idea of what the internet was, like, we had no idea that it would completely consume our lives in every single possible way. Like, if you don't have internet in your home, you feel completely lost. Same exact thing for the other one from 1995. I think it was Bill Gates. It was on one of the Tonight shows, and they were discussing the idea of the internet and what you would be able to do. And he's like, yeah, eventually you'll be able to order groceries or be able to play games online with friends. And he's like, why would I do that? Don't I can just walk outside and play with my friends, or I can talk with my friends this way. And I forgot what the other thing he said. It was something along the lines of like, you'll be able to listen to sports games whenever you want. And the guy was like, well, have you heard of a tape recorder? Like, no one even uses a tape recorder because like it's integrated into our phone. Anyway, so I'm very excited for this. There's always tons and tons of NFT news. A lot of it it's not that I choose not to share it or like have it out there, but I know a lot of people don't really want to be bogged down by an excessive amount of NFT news. But just also understand that NFTs are going to be in everything, even in real estate. It's going to be all over the place. Here's the other tab for it right here. This was also quite popular news. Whenever you get any mega company announcing that they're getting into something cryptocurrency based, it's going to turn a few heads, if you will. I'm also tying... No, this ties directly into this one as well. This was also quite popular news. It says, how big are Facebook's ambitions for the metaverse? So big that the social media giant recently paid a South Dakota bank $60 million just to acquire the trademark rights associated with its Meta financial name. Both companies last week confirmed to Reuters that Facebook, now Meta, used a shell company called Beige Key LLC to acquire the trademark rights. For those, just a little quick side note. I always mention all the time, a lot of times people for some time, get confused about companies being in the cryptocurrency space and how you can get into the cryptocurrency space without anyone actually knowing it. You can create tons of other companies that are inside of other companies, inside of other companies, inside of other companies. Is basically limitless. But let's say, for instance, 15 of them. You would never know that Facebook actually owned that company. If Facebook owns this company and it's 15 levels away from them, and they've been buying Bitcoin since 2014, you would never know. But just, anyway. It says the deal is noticeable for its size. While $60 million may not sound like, no, it's a huge amount. $60 million for the rights just to say Meta. It's a lot. It is a huge sum in the trademark world. It also notable for what it could allow Facebook to do. I read this and it reminded me very quickly of EOS buying the name Voice. Was it like $24 million or something astronomically ridiculous? So yeah. They paid $60 million. For those of you who didn't know, this is like a proper rich person thing. Years ago, even more so, I'm sure it still goes on now, but not in the same capacity as it would have been in like 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and the year 2000. People bought website names as they saw the internet becoming big. And basically held on to these names after all these years. This is how they were able to sell the website Voice for tens of millions of dollars, or $60 million for the name Meta. It's a very proper, it's usually unspoken about, in that, you can buy the name of something or hold the rights to something in your back pocket for about 20 years and just kind of wait for it to actually pay off. It happens all the time. And the same thing, I'll give you a hint, is also happening in the cryptocurrency space. You can also buy domain names or website names on different chains and stuff like that. So just throwing a gigantic hint out there for what's actually taking place. Here's the actual Reuters thingamajig website article for the news that we were just talking about. Yeah, not surprising. It's surprising that it's $60 million. And I wonder how that phone conversation went down, because, it was all over the place. Alrighty, let's move on. Next up, also in the news, Binance, the world's top crypto exchange, has partnered with Indonesia's largest telecom company, Telkom India. The announcement confirms earlier rumors of Binance being in talks with one of the richest Indonesian business families. The Indonesian joint venture also comes on the heels of its Singapore departure. We had, what's the word? Speculation before. Because apparently Binance was trying to do something in Singapore. I think they were trying to open a cryptocurrency exchange, or they had a cryptocurrency exchange, but they were actually trying to sign a deal as well, I think, with one of their stock companies, whatever was actually going on. And then there was rumors that someone else had heard that Binance was apparently allegedly in talks with the richest family in Indonesia to be able to make a cryptocurrency exchange. And I guess it's now confirmed. Not unsurprising, especially if you are that rich and kind of control everything. You're going to want to make sure that you also control the cryptocurrency market, because once again, rich people know exactly what's going on. Anytime that someone tells you that they don't know what's going on, like whatever his face was a couple of months ago, what was his name? I can't remember. The guy with the face, who was talking about there's no institutional money in crypto, no one's actually going to use it and all this other stuff. And I'm like, stop lying. Every single rich person on the planet is into cryptocurrencies. Don't forget all the, it may sound insignificant, all the times that Taylor Swift and Cardi B and Paris Hilton and all these other people and Beyonce and all the yada, 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 yada were talking about Bitcoin and stuff like that. Do you think that they're simply just talking about it with their asset managers, or do you think they're actually buying these things as well to make sure that they basically remain rich forever? Anyway, that's the Binance is definitely launching a cryptocurrency exchange in Indonesia, as they have been told to leave Singapore. And let's move on. Also in the news, more than 10 different companies and stores have accepted Shiba Inu as their mode of payment for goods and services in December alone. Moreover, crypto payment firm Flexa announced that they are integrating SHIB on their platform as well. With Flexa's innovative, and developmental plan for Shiba Inu, many US-based stores have started accepting Shiba Inu payments. Flexa has collaborated with GameStop, Lowe's, Nordstrom, and Bed Bath & Beyond. For more innovations ahead, that's a weird sentence. To mention a few, Nerdy Farms, Ask the Doctor, AMC Theaters, GameStop, and Ulta Beauty. Is that Ulta or Ultra? I would not know. Are among the companies that have added SHIBA Payments this month. Not only those companies, but Petco, SHIBA Mobile Repair. Are they named after the coin, or was that okay? SHIBA Coffee Company, Lowe's, and Bed Bath & Beyond are also accepting Shiba Inu as well. There's Shiba Inu news every single day. I told you all before, it's impossible to get away from it. Like, it's constantly encroaching on all of us all around the corner. It is quite impressive how quickly this coin has grown, how large the community is, how quickly they created a decentralized exchange and liquidity pools and all this other stuff, and how like it really, really picked up. I wonder behind the scenes, I wonder what Elon Musk, not even what he thinks about Shiba Inu. I wonder if he's also like contemplating backing it as well. Just really weird in my head. Like, I can feel that something is definitely brewing, because this coin was a joke to a lot of people like months and months, even like a year ago. And now I think it's coin number 12 or 13 right now, which is not an easy feat when you have like 10,000 different coins floating around in this market. So I assume we're going to get news sometime in January of another 5-6 companies who are going to be accepting Shiba Inu, and eventually it just kind of will be normal that when you go to pay, someone's going to ask if you want to pay in SHIB, and that is probably the weirdest thing I've ever said. No, it's not. It's a lie. Anyway, that's the Shiba Inu news, and let's move on. On top of that as well, the Mexican retail chain Elektra, that is Elektra, and the Asian game developer Nexon, Nexon, are the latest firms that have embraced cryptocurrencies as a method of payment. I'm going to say China. One of Mexico's largest chains for supermarkets, Elektra, is allowing customers to pay their bills in Bitcoin instead of fiat. To process the payments, they have partnered with BitPay. At the same time, the South Korean Japanese video game. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Nexon have enabled payers to purchase in-game items with. Oh, that's how you do it. It's the rapid, quick payments that kind of get people, and that's how you kind of hook them onto it. The behemoth made the first retail store in Mexico to accept Bitcoin as a payment method. The company explained that customers who pay for their products in Bitcoin could even get a 20% discount on their bills. The promotion is valid until the end of December. That's how you do it. Remember before we were talking about, this was 2 years ago, when when Facebook announced that they were going to be launching their own digital currency, and it was Uber and Lyft who were part of their, first couple of companies who were going to be using their digital coin. And people were like, yeah, but who would use that? And I was like, imagine you're ordering an Uber and it says your Uber is $20. But if you pay in Facebook coin, it's $9. What would you start using more? Like, you would use it automatically. So 20% off is absolutely insane. Cool. I mean, not the most incredulously gigantimous news. Everywhere basically on the planet accepts Bitcoin, Ether, and some other forms of cryptocurrencies at this point. I think it's just completely normal. I'm actually quite shocked when any mega company doesn't already do it. Like, we are at some point going to hear that Apple, Amazon, etc. are accepting Bitcoin for payment, but usually the idea is that if the larger players announce it, the prices like spike. They go up really, really high, really, really fast. So my assumption is that these companies are buying up tons of cryptocurrencies while everyone is basically not paying attention. Anyway, that's the Elektra Nexon news. And let's move on. And to finish things off, the latest update from the pro-crypto nation, Dubai, saw its government declare that the Dubai World Trade Center, or the DWTC, will soon become a comprehensive zone and regulator for virtual assets and crypto, including digital assets, products, operations, and exchanges. Dubai authorities have continued to put efforts towards enabling crypto's mass adoption in the nation, this time around by working together with the private sector and relevant entities to make crypto more accessible and secure. The authorities have declared to enforce rigorous AML and CFT compliance and cross-border deal flow tracing. Furthermore, the nation will also gravitate its focus towards the development of the non-fungible token industry. The authorities noted that they aim to carve out policies that facilitate the incorporation of innovative financial product along with adoption of new trends that rely on the advancing, blah, blah, blah. I don't have to read all that. You understand. It's always some type of like press release that they end up releasing. No one should be surprised here at all. Dubai is incredibly wealthy. And we have heard many news stories over the last couple of years of companies and individuals who have huge amounts of Bitcoin, have been buying huge amounts of Bitcoin, and have partnered with Miami as well to be able to make the cryptocurrency mega super awesome future. You kind of get the idea. For those of you who don't know, one of the main reasons why governments don't explicitly care for crypto, not only because they're volatile, like they always say, it has to do with the fact that you can move huge amounts of money all at once without the government ever actually having to figure it out. And this is usually a very big thing for them, because if money leaves their borders quite quickly and without them knowing it, they tend to have alarms going off in their head. But that's also something else. And I'm pretty sure they're doing this not because they even want to. I'm pretty sure they know that a huge amount of people within that country have massive amounts of Bitcoin, massive amounts of crypto and other digital assets. And therefore, that's usually where regulations come from. So not surprising. I think there's also maybe somewhere around here. Yeah. Apparently there's like a rumor as well that Binance is going to be creating a headquarters in Dubai. Would you be surprised? No, 0%. I'm surprised that they actually haven't already done so. I'm sure someone's in talk with someone right now, because I'm pretty sure Dubai also has a 0% tax rate. So, taxes. Yep. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I hope your holiday season is going absolutely incredible. Yes, make sure to take time if you can to relax, enjoy. I know I say this often, it's because the cryptocurrency market is extremely stressful. So if you can find time, especially now during the holidays, to just do nothing. Like really just like enjoy yourself. Thank you all once again for watching and listening. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.